H.F.C Convo, episode 26. I'm your host, Wes Hunt, and this is my co-host, as always,
Juss Da God.
and this is the podcast. You see on the road. And this is the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. And this is episode 26, like I said, and in this episode, we will be talking. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Whoever like, share, and subscribe already. Also, be on the lookout for the brand new channel coming out, which is gonna have the best videos of which I think is the best videos, or most viewed videos, or the most hard-hitting videos on that page as well. The Everything Wolf page, and not to be limited to only just podcasts. We're gonna try to do, we will do other things, other forms of entertainment as well as educational type of things. And we got look out for my new podcast, Read and React, that's coming out. I believe I'm putting out tomorrow, which today's Thursday. I'm trying to put out the first episode tomorrow on Friday. And we got some more things. I don't want to say the names of ideas and shit that we got coming up, but we got a lot of other things coming up. Check out the SoundCloud page, West.LG, Wolfmatic 2 coming soon. Poppy Chulo is now on SoundCloud. Top G is now on SoundCloud. Smoke Me is now on SoundCloud. All these songs is on the album. Fuck You Too is now on SoundCloud. All these songs are on the album. That's the last thing we released. The Wolfmatic 2 will be coming out very soon. Look out for that. Follow. Thanks for the people. I got some new followers too. Thanks for the followers and people that follow for new music on the mixtape. But go check out that. I don't know. Should we put some new stuff like some of the songs on? Should we put some of the songs on the page too? Like some of the songs from inside are popping. I put some of the tracks and like some of the fucking words. Like maybe like
You can do that.
Everything. I know what everything will play. You gotta figure it out. I mean, what it's gonna be.
It'll work out because you know what? I got ideas. I got ideas.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, I just thought about that.
I got ideas because what's gonna happen is once you put them shits on fucking in the store. I got ideas.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. But yeah, this episode is about, and thanks for fucking with us. Everybody that fuck with us, everybody that watch our shit, man. But this is gonna be about in life. If you flight, freeze, or flight. Every time you heard of that terminology, you heard about flight and scared. Like if you're scared of something, you're gonna run, you're gonna freeze, or you're gonna fight. But in life, you do the same things as well, and we're gonna break it down on how that can be possible if you being in life, if you're in flight mode, freeze mode, or fight mode. But the first thing we're gonna start off with, the first question, the first topic is flight, and I'm gonna kick you off. Why do people run from their problems? Why do you think?
I know why people run.
Me too. I don't know.
Because it's easier to move from it than confront it. It's the same thing if you're dealing with a physical obstacle at night. If you're dealing with a bully, sometimes that's why I don't believe in the culture, even like the whole bully culture. You know what I'm saying? Where people are like, oh, bully this, bully that. Nah, what you're creating is timid, fearful children. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them to overcome the bully, whether it's through words, which is the best way to disarm somebody, be skilled in speech, or whether it's to teach them. And everybody should know how to defend themselves. But most people are running because they're scared to confront their problems. It's easier to move away from it than stand head on, because then you have to deal with the truth of what the problem is. And 99.9%, just like if you had a baby, 99.9% yours, right? So 99.9% of the time, it's your fault. And that's why they move. They don't want to deal with that. Whether they know it consciously or whether it's subconsciously known. Whether it's consciously known, which is knowing in present timing that I'm causing my own problems. Subconscious means you don't even know that you're causing your problems. So whether it's subconscious or consciously, 99.9% of the time, it's you. So that's why people run from their problems. Because the hardest person to fight, the hardest person is yourself. You know, that's the biggest bully, is yourself.
Why do people run from their problems? And like certain times, y'all have episodes, and one of them go first. It's hard to even say anything that he didn't say already. But I'm just gonna say it in my terminology. But it's hard to just piggyback what he said because it's easier. It's hard for people to run away from the problems because discipline is hard. That's why. It's simple as that. Discipline is some hard shit. So it's easier, and we always bring up the workout terminology. I hear a lot of people doing that, a lot of even motivational, even fucking, you have Denzel, Will Smith talk, they always bring up workout because it's the easiest thing that you can contribute to. Right? Like, It's what's easier, coming home from work or being home, you know, say you got no job. And eating, watching TV, playing a game, or getting fucking back to running a mile, or which way. It may be better for you, but it's easier, and you know what's the fucked up part? That shit also causes depression because inside you want to do it. And you look down on yourself more and more when you don't. So it causes more and more depression, which is interesting that you take the easy road, but in the long run it ends up being hard. Now, because like it's easier to do physically, but it's harder to do mentally. If that makes any sense, like it weighs on you in the long run.
I mean,
I'm speaking from experience. So
because I mean, the physical action and not moving, going and running from the problem. That was the easiest part to do. To move the body from here to there and get away from the situation. The hardest part of that situation starts after that you ran. The mental and the spiritual anguish that you got to go through every day, knowing that you didn't confront it. It's like I used to have a dream. Every single day I would have the same dream, right? For years. And in the dream, somebody would always be chasing me and I'll be running. And I'll be running. And I'll be running. And I'll be running. Now I'm running. I'm running them motherfuckers out there. I'm running. I'm beating them every time. And then one day, because like usually with me, I think about something, and when I'm thinking about it and I'm building on it within my own thoughts, I get the answer. You know what I'm saying? Whether from a TV show, movie, or somebody saying it to me, like I was saying this morning with Rosie, and I get the answer. And I was watching something and say, most times when you're running for something in your dream, because it's something you don't want to confront in your life, and they say, don't run in your dreams. So I already learned a long time ago how to control my dreams and to control certain things in my dreams. So this time when I'm running, and I became conscious in my dream when I'm running, because most times you subconsciously don't know what's going on. It's a dream just floating around. And I'm conscious, I stopped. And when I stopped, I confronted it and I seen what it was. And after that, the dream ended. So that's what it is. It's the same principle. If you confront it head on and deal with it. The thing is, most people don't want to walk down that dark tunnel. And then that flight is fear. It's fear. Fear what? False evidence of playing real. So, you know what I mean? Most people are living in fear. What the next outcome going to be. When the result is going to be the same over here. Like Einstein said, that's insanity. Doing the same thing over and over. Expecting a different result without making no different change.
The interesting thing about the flight mentality when it comes in terms of life, because in a survival instinct it may be beneficial to you, but in terms of life, the thing about the flight mentality, it's a tactic that gives you instant gratification. I mean, like, okay, oh man, damn, I need my girl always says I don't give her enough affection and shit like this. You know something? I'm about to buy a present and we're gonna not talk about it. It works for that 2 or 3 days, and it makes you feel like Now I mean, okay, like for that moment, but in the long run, it's gonna fuck you up, and it always fucks you up, and it always comes back. And go a little deeper, and we're gonna go deeper. It's how fix your convo. To go a little deeper, the reason it keeps coming back is because you didn't learn that lesson yet. And I mean, that's the crazy part. People goes, well, I keep going through the same thing. I ain't a shot a lot, man. I mean, as of recently, a few years, I know why. But back in the days, I'm like, damn. But I know why now, nigga. You keep failing that test.
Yeah, because that's what you were here for.
you keep failing. So it's like, okay. Until you're not gonna keep doing the shit.
If you pay attention to your life, if you pay attention to your life, when you can be conscious of your actions, right? And you could go back, everything that you started off doing to the point of where you at now, you realize it was the same replay. Until you got the lesson right. Yep. You'll realize it's the constant same fucking replay. Even if
it's
you go back,
until you learn the lesson.
Even if you go back as the physical lesson, as a baby learning to walk, every day till you learn to walk, you're getting up every day and doing the same thing over and over till you learn to walk. So it's the same thing, and that's a conscious effort. No subconscious effort still, because the baby's moving in theta mode. You know what I'm saying? From 0 to 7. So, but human beings most of the time don't leave theta. So everything they're doing is a constant recreate. They don't realize it. Turn 10, same thing. 12, same thing. 13, same thing. 14, same thing. 15, 18, 20, 30. Same lessons repeating itself in different forms. Before it was your mom saying, you need to clean up your room. You need to clean up your room. So when grandma come over, you have a tidy room. You don't clean up the room. Grandma come over like, damn, what's wrong with you? You feeling bad. Same thing. You get older now. You with your woman. Yo, I need you to be here at a certain time. Same attitude, same mentality. You don't go there at a certain time. Now you're in an argument with your woman. It's the same thing. Until you learn the lesson, and then after you learn that lesson, there's other lessons to learn. All of this is to make you a better spirit. So you can gain another whole experience for the consciousness that we want to call God. But that's really, that's what it is.
Okay, ask you another question. If you run from your problems, can one argue that you're running towards worse ones down the line? That if you don't confront this problem now, that may have been a little seed that you could, or a little flame that you could douse a little spit on. That's gonna come out and burn it.
I would say what happens is you dig yourself a deeper hole.
That's what I mean.
I say you go deeper and deeper into the rabbit's hole instead of getting out.
There's a flame at this point. You could say, spit on it and got that flame out. But down the line, that should go years. You have that festival, whether that's emotional trauma, physical, not doing nothing, mental unstimulation, or whatever the case may be. It's a little flame that you could have doused a long time ago easily. But down the line, it became an inferno, nigga. It's a fucking brush fire now.
And what I'm learning,
that's hot. That you can still, they still could extinguish, but now it's gonna be a little harder. Period. A lot harder.
The irony of this is like, you start to realize the reason you here. Like this, yo, boy, I'm learning emotional trauma is so devastating on a physical being because it creates so many different like avenues and so many different problems that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can't even blame the people that's going through it because sometimes they don't even fucking know. You understand? Sometimes they don't even know. Like you deal with like even within our family right now, within the family dynamics, what's going on. It's crazy because you deal with one person who go through emotional trauma, and then that affects them. Then that affects everybody else down the line. And it's a chain fucking reaction. It's going to affect everybody differently because everybody's going to experience a different experience for the all. But the whole intent at the end of the day is to confront why it happens. I believe is because it's supposed to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I think everything that you're going through, you're meant to go through to make you a stronger fucking spirit. It's meant to make you a stronger spirit, to get you to a certain point where you can understand certain things. Now, choices, it's like what you said. It goes back to what you just said. Do you think that you make the flame bigger? Yeah, because if you don't adhere to it, it becomes this one situation that, okay, let me just, you know what?
16.
You know what? Let me buckle up. You know what I mean? Examples without saying nothing. You know what I mean? You will understand. Let me buckle up. Mom just brought me here for a reason. Let me buckle up. Let me bear down. Let me not do the wrong things. Then this situation don't happen. But because you didn't want to adhere to the first situation, you create a whole Charlotte's Web of other fucking problems to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? Because you didn't want to confront the first problem. However, whatever that problem is. You know what I mean? And one thing I learned is going through what we go through, going through what you've been through, being raised, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you only can blame yourself. Yeah. At the end of the month, and I think that's the hardest thing for people, why they don't confront what they do. Because at the end of the fucking day, all you can do is say, yo, damn, I fucked up.
And that's how we always say in every episode, and I'm thinking about exactly what you said, but to think that if you don't confront, you confront from your problems now, do you have worse ones down the line? I say yes, and it wasn't to that point. That shit's real, man. It's the realest thing probably I've ever learned in life so far. And my life is still going. You know what I mean? That's a blessing. But like, it's the worst thing I've ever learned in life. Everything that happened good and happened bad in my life is for me. And when I learned that shit, but it's like we talked about this before. It's the most freeing thing when you're in control.
Because you did it.
You realize you're in control. I'm in control.
You did it. If you didn't,
I'm in control. It's freeing.
Yeah,
it changes all.
Like I didn't go to class.
I heard a motherfucking crazy jewel in the story, right? I was listening to one of my shits I was listening to. And then nigga said, yo, I heard an interesting story about somebody that was walking around a circus. Because his man working a circus, right? So he's walking around the circus. And he asked one of the workers, he saw a bunch of elephants chained up by their leg. Some little flimsy ass chain. And he asked him, yo, man, that ain't dangerous? That shit ain't gonna hold him? He said, oh, and the worker said, what you don't understand is, that we have these elephants from when they was babies, and we put the same chain on them, and they wasn't strong enough to break it.
So you think they're not strong enough to break it
So
down?
as they got older, you know what I mean? That's just some real shit.
It's a mental thing.
He said, if they walk, they could snap that shit out, they could be free or nothing, but they're not. Because they wasn't, all their life they wasn't strong enough to break it, so as now they got older, and they are, all it takes is a step, and they could break that motherfucking shit.
But they don't know it.
But they know, soon as that chain come on them, in their mind, they're like, oh, I'm locked in.
Then I can't go nowhere.
And that is a jewel. That's why niggas got around them a fake ass chain. That when you gotta do, all you gotta do is take a motherfucking step. That's all you gotta do is take a step and unlock yourself. And realize, oh shit, that chain was fake. That's when going back to when we had the descent-based slavery thing, and that's why we were saying in that motherfucking shit. Mental slavery is way worse than physical slavery.
That's what Kanye West was trying to say.
He
wasn't saying that we you know what I'm saying, we wanted slavery. He was saying that
at some point it's a choice.
At some point when you sit there cooking for them, taking care of their children, and you walking around a plantation and they done got 4 million of us over here and nothing, and you don't do nothing, and then that was a choice. Whether it's because they done beat it out of you, whether it's because you done see the next man beat it out of, or whether it's because through systematically your children being born into it, it's just a simple choice. It's a simple choice. And when you sit around, you know what I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie, like I told John the other day, I said, man, dude, nothing, you know, you kind of remind me of Dane Dash. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because your mentality is the same. He sit around saying, I don't complain about what they don't do for us or what they should do for us. I do. If I don't like a book that's written for children, I write my own book. And that's what we need. You take control of yourself. You take control of your destiny. You create the world that you want to live in. It doesn't make a difference if it's 20 people that exist in that world. That world become bigger if you believe that world is what it's supposed to be. It's a new algorithm. You see, the problem is this. How do an algorithm works? An algorithm works by getting you to believe that this is what it is. All you have to do is say, I'm not following, and create another one. It doesn't make a difference how many files is on the new algorithm. You just create a whole new algorithm.
That's fucking super fact. But I got a jewel for y'all motherfuckers. If y'all don't confront the problems of life, eventually the problems of life will
confront you.
And if y'all don't think that shit is real, it's like, you ever heard the saying, going in religious texts, they say, oh, but if you don't believe in the devil believes in you. Meaning, like, you don't have to believe, okay, you don't have to approach that shit now, but going back to that lesson gonna approach. You're probably more equipped over here to learn that lesson and to approach that lesson than you should be over here. Now you're weaker. Because it's been more years and years and years and years, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and that's broken down more, and you're still equipped to do it. And that's gonna be even harder. And then
sooner or later you gotta.
If you don't get that lesson of being aware, you're gonna feel that shit again.
Like I tell you know, now
it's a fucking crazy
like
thing.
I tell you here, the irony of this is this, right? And I don't knock a nigga because I overstand so much. But it's like I tell Nazi all the time, right? That's my son. I tell Nazi all the time. If you don't do what you're supposed to do today, you're gonna have to do it tomorrow. Now, if you want to be able to do what you want to do what you're supposed to do today. Take care of what you have to do, and then you have all the time to do what you want to do. Yeah. The irony of this is this: why you can't sometimes even knock a nigga. It's because this conversation here might be the light that awakens somebody to be like, yo, they right. See, that's why I always say what we was talking about before the show started. It's like, we're going to the Barclays, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize what we here for. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a motherfucker need a what it was, a lighthouse in the water to let them know land is close.
A beacon of light.
A beacon of light. And sometimes that's what's needed. Because sometimes somebody needs a nightlight to sleep, but you might not need a nightlight. You might be fine with the darkness. Sometimes somebody needs a nightlight. And you know what I mean? That's what it literally comes down to. It's like, okay, you know what? It might be now because you just said it, what made me think about it. You know, that journey or not the journey of running from before, maybe now when they hear it, they understand why they was running. For the ones who's living in the subconscious state, not consciously. The conscious ones know why. They're just scared. Fear is the worst thing to have. You know what I mean? But for what they would term in the Bible, babies and fools, the ones who's moving in the subconscious state who don't know, this might just help them.
you have to make a choice, and I made that choice, and everybody's different. And when I say this, I mean this loosely, whatever your dream may be. But you have to make a choice of saying, I'd rather chase my dream all my life than live this reality. You have to make that choice of not only, I'm not saying that you can't live in the moment and you can't enjoy those things like your family and enjoy your way on the path to success, because that's important. But you have to make that choice that, like, yo, I don't give a fuck. All the stigmas they put on us, they did a good motherfucker on us, bro. About age, about sex, about talent. I'm gonna give you another Jew. For everybody to think, oh, that guy is super talented. Oh, they this super funny. Or they super got hops. Or they super strong. Or what? You know what beats talent any motherfucking day?
Hard work.
I was an athlete, man. That's what gets me through. You know what beats talent any day? And I know that because I did both ways. I've won off of hard work, beating out other people's talent.
Hard work.
And other people beat me out, like, because they just worked hard. It beats our talent any other.
Can I say
Tom Brady was the most hardworking player on the planet.
Can I say one thing?
Jordan? Oh, he could dunk. He's the most hardworking. Kobe. Jerry Rice. Anybody. Ray Lewis. They all the most hard fucking. Say what you want to say about Jay-Z. Hardworking. Beyonce. Hardworking. You can't put up one.
Can I ask you a question?
You feel me? Like, so like, they're all talented, but they're hardworking.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Yeah.
And I think you're going to already understand that. What you think? How do you think that ability for hard work came about?
What you mean?
Like, what made that, okay, what made somebody who's less talented than him work harder than him?
Belief.
What, and where did that belief come from? What drive them?
His vision of his or her personal goals.
I say,
and that belief,
I think, the one,
get you over the edge. And also, if you are aware of the fact that outwork beats talent,
but
also.
And passion.
But I would say, but one could say that's belief.
Passion. That's why I said. That's why I said. I sum it all up into what you was just saying altogether. Passion. The passion for what you do. The passion for what you do makes you love doing what you do. Makes the hard work not hard work. For the man that's talented, he just might be he picked up the ball,
going with the flow,
and going with the flow. Even I tell a nigga this, either through DNA, like Michael Jordan and them sons, and Marcus and Jeff when they played, they had the DNA, but they didn't have the passion for basketball. So now either through DNA, you might have a little natural ability. But I tell you this much though, here's the thing about all that fucking talent, all of that shit. Because talent is here to nowhere. Because talent is only somebody who maybe have a DNA inkling for something. But the person with talent has to work hard to develop it.
Yeah. Like an X-Men.
So, right, so just
you go to a Professor X school, you fucking don't know how to use your powers, and he teaches you how to use your powers.
Yeah, okay.
You have powers, but nigga, you gotta know how to use it.
You're right. So now you see. So now the nigga, the nigga who ain't got the DNA inkling, he got the passion for it. He got the passion for it, so automatically he working hard at it. Just because you got a little DNA inkling for it, don't mean that you're gonna have the passion for it. To have the passion for it, like I watched Floyd Mayweather's grandson.
Yeah, I saw it.
That little nigga, what's his name, son? NBA YoungBoy's son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching this little nigga. You know what I mean? This nigga look like NBA YoungBoy. That nigga boxing like Floyd Mayweather. Nigga gotta be the little nigga. Gotta be like little brother. I should say. Gotta be like 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? And he boxing, and you see that? That's DNA. Now, as he develops, as he grows older, will he have the passion for it? Like his grandfather has. The passion for it creates what you just said in the beginning, discipline. Because you love it so much, you become so disciplined because you love it. You love it. So whatever you're going to do with it, you're going to do with it because you love it so much. Whether you're going to be a boxer like Floyd Mayweather, whether you're going to be a boxer like Sugar Ray, whether you're going to be a boxer like Oscar, however you approach it, so that shit that you love so much, you're going to love it, you're going to embrace it, and you're going to treat it with respect. And I think a lot of people have no passion in life. There's nothing that drives them.
So why is it important not to run from your problems?
Because
it may help you in the short term, but why do you think it's not important?
Because if you don't run from your problems, you learn more about yourself than anything. Fuck solving the physical thing. The physical thing is the the outlet of the physical things, you don't run from your problems, right? You don't run from your problems, you confront them. Man, I want to be a great basketball player. I should try out for the team. Every year you say you don't. This one year you go out, you try out for the team, you make varsity, you're the man, you go to the NBA. You see, the thing about it is, that was the byproduct. We get caught up in the byproduct. What did you learn about yourself? And are you consciously aware that you was just taught a lesson about yourself? And all the people along that journey to there that you met, whether it's Wes, whether it's Candace, whether it's Rose, whether it's John, whether it's Black, whether it's Vino, do you see how every one of these people on this journey played into this whole shit that made you who you are to get to this point? That was more important than when you got there, because that's a physical byproduct. When you die, none of that shit matters. Whether you won an NBA trophy, whether you became an NBA basketball player,
taking that shit with you.
You ain't taking that shit with you. In the physical world, they may still talk about that shit, but then the hereafter you gone, nigga, they ain't talking about that. What did you bring back to the consciousness? What experience did you bring back to the consciousness? The consciousness could say, "Now I want better." You know what I mean? And that's what's important. But most people get caught up in the trip. So when you don't run from it, back to what you're saying, man, not only do you acquire physical wealth, you acquire spiritual, mental wealth, which is more important. But you're gonna acquire all of it because you confronting everything.
You can't get one without the other when you're on that path.
Not when you're on that path.
But why is it important not to run from your problems? Because, and I don't care how cliche this is, man. And I say this word a lot because it's true. And that's the thing, like, you have to learn from this. Life is more deeper than you think of. We have ancestors. We have people that left proverbs for us. And we say it loosely throughout our life. But to quote one of the people that made me want to pick up the pen, real talk, in our body, J. Cole, it's beauty in the struggle. Once people realize that.
One of the prophets.
And I mean, and once it's beauty in the struggle, and when you're going through pain, you need to do two things. Go through pain and go through that pain and regret, you didn't do nothing about it, or go through pain and get something from it. That's called pain with purpose. You don't go through pain regardless, because that's what the fuck life is.
You gotta come into life. You came into pain. You came in crying. Your mama was in
that's
pain.
That's what pain is, bro.
You know what I mean? But pain is joy.
That's what life is.
But people don't understand that pain is joy.
But you gotta pick. You gotta choose. Okay, I'm in pain already, right? I'm gonna get every time it's said. I'm in pain already. Get something from me, nigga. You in pain already. You already depressed. You already this. You already broke. You already this. Get something from it. So what you gonna do? Stay in pain? You're gonna be in pain regardless. Then you're working out to become diesel and have a nice body the way you wanna have. You go through pain to get that. To train for something, to athletics, you go through pain to become Jordan. Shooting 1,000 till your arms is dead. Running till you feel like you're gonna cough up blood. That's how you get better. You have to go through pain to see the beauty. You know why you have to go through pain to see the beauty? Because if you don't go through pain to see the beauty, you won't know it's beautiful.
You start taking it for granted.
You won't know it's beautiful. Can I have something? Will you appreciate a sunny day if it never rained? If it's all sunny, okay, it's sunny outside. Who gives a fuck? The fact that it rains and have bad weather, snow and all shit, you appreciate a nice day.
The only way that you would...
That's how life works.
The only way that you would do that, and none of us are capable of it, because none of us is born to this world vibrating on a high frequency, if you understood, and we don't understand. You understand? Then you understand that every sunny day is a beautiful sunny day, because it could be something different. But once you don't understand that, and you start, because we're born to this world taking everything for granted, the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, how we treat each other. When you start doing that, you take for granted that every day.
Deep shit. Really deep shit.
Yeah.
Food you eat, the air that you breathe, this is deep shit.
You take for granted the sun that gives us light. All these things we take, the ocean that gives us oxygen that we destroying our air. The things we take for granted, not appreciating it. When it's not here, that's when you're going to appreciate it. This is the reason why pain exists, because you fucking people are so damn dumb that you need to go through these things and understand how beautiful it is without you having to go through these things. Because then if you did, none of this would go on.
And to pick back on you said before we move to the next topic, man. Pick back on what my fucking big bro just said. Why you shouldn't run from your problems, you dumb motherfuckers? It's because your problems is meant to make you who you're supposed to become. If you run from your problems, you running from who you really supposed to become. Without problems, there's no solutions. So if you don't find a solution to these problems through life, There's no growth. And stagnation is death. This is how it works. How you know that to be a fact? For an instant, I guarantee you a lot of people can make this. Say you had a bully. And he bullying and bullying and bullying and bullying. You must have went through that. And then you stood up to him. Do people bully you now? But guess what? Let's flip that. The person used to get bullied in school, bully. They never stand up. He goes to work now. People that work is bullying him. He goes to, his girl is bullying him. Because he never passed that test like he just said. They come in different forms. But the same questions. He keeps failing.
You never get from pre-K to kindergarten to first grade, and first grade to second to third. You stay in pre-K and you're going to die in pre-K and come back and start all over again in pre-K. And most likely stay in pre-K, die again, come back all over in pre-K. Yep. Stay in pre-K, die again. The problem is we not understand the key things, which is not just love, unconditional love. Loving without...
That's one of the topics on our video. Yeah, to that.
Loving without you needing something back or the person to be the way you want them to be for you to love them. That's not love.
So to sum it up, man, the reason you don't run from your problems is because if you're running from your problems, you're running from who you're really supposed to be fucking calling. Before we move on, and that was Flight. Before we move on to the next topic, I just want to give out some words of advice. Like, these are the people that we listen to, these rich coaches. I'll give you some words of advice and jewels before we go to the next topic, because I don't orthodox, but I'll give you a few jewels. I'm going to pitch new things, man. Like some people that they hear from people that's a little more successful, that knows a little more, and that's like, and the people that help us on this journey in this part of our life now. I mean, this, of course, as I know we mentioned it 1,000 times, probably on this show right now, Billy Carson. So just listen to this before we go to the next subject, which is freeze. But that was Flight, and I hope y'all got some jewels out of it. Like, share, subscribe. It's not important to run. You running like why run? That makes no sense. It's not gonna stop shit. But this is Billy Carson, and he just give you some jewels. You know what I mean?
I'm always vibrating at a high frequency. Now, sometimes I will get frustrated, and sometimes I will be like, I'll see what's going on in the world and get a little like down here and there. But I pick myself right back up. I recheck myself. I get back in brain heart coherence. I get back in alignment. People frustrate me all the time. I may mumble under my breath a little bit, but at the end of the day, I still love everyone. I still love. I literally love everyone. At the end of the day, and so I think that we have to understand it's important for us to gain financial literacy, and once we gain that and understand the combination of that with abundance, the abundance mentality. Then you see things totally differently. Now, abundance means different things to everyone.
Yep.
For me, I need a lot of revenue available to me because I help a lot of people.
You're a teacher.
That's part of my life's mission. And so I'm not the type of person that the abundance for me can't be just my electric bills paid. For somebody else, that's abundance, and that's okay.
Yep.
Because I'd rather have your electric bill paid than you not have no electricity at all. That's a lack of abundance. So abundance means all your needs are met when they're needed to be met on time and even ahead of time, without you having any stress or pressure, even have to focus on it happening. It's just going to happen automatically. That's an abundance mentality.